founder of the Woke Money Movement. We are here as we are every Monday at 8:30 with the wokeNbusiness podcast, where we highlight such phenomenal people. And so tonight is very special because, as you guys know, we always highlight our woke money wine, which is all natural, gluten-free, fortified. So, it gets you right, 17%, right? And so I always talk about the brains and the beauty and the magnificence behind the woke money wine. But tonight I'm privileged to have her here in the building. So shout out to Dr. Hope Foster of Signature Sipz. I appreciate you for joining me tonight.
Thank you. I couldn't wait to the podcast. Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
No, most definitely. So, as per our custom, usually we will pour up and sip while we do our interview. But ironically, the crafter doesn't drink. So we're not gonna, pour up tonight, but let's dive in. All right. So for those that don't know you, give us a little bit about who you are and what it is that you do.
I am Dr. Hope Foster. I am the president of Signature Sipz Winery. I have been in business for about 16 years now. I have handcrafted probably 3,000 brands and counting. This is my passion. This is what I love to do. I'm really happy to be here. And I had to bring you something for your birthday.
Look, the one that don't drink, look what she brought.
Passing out
look, she always come passing out bottles. So we'll talk about this in a second. But I know that you probably asked this all the time, especially as a person that don't even drink, right?
Right.
What possessed you, or how did this all start? Like, how did this empire come to be?
To be honest with you, I actually had a dream. This came to me in a dream.
Okay.
In the beginning, and I don't want to sound too forward.
Gotcha. In the beginning, there was the word. Look.
So my dad owned the biggest club on Alameda.
Okay.
Okay. And I was 16, 17, and I started bartending for him.
Okay.
This is not what I chose to do, right? But it became, a thing, and he was like, okay, I can pay you now because now you got customers, you got people that come by and ask for you. Back then it was called a pool hall.
Okay.
Now they call it a lounge.
Gotcha.
So I started just bartending there, and they didn't really have like spirits, like they got it now. It was more like wines and beers and different things like that. So I started crafting. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna mix this wine with something,
Gotcha.
some orange juice and something, So I just started experimenting, just from there.
Okay. It just came about you. Okay.
Yeah.
So I noticed that you hold the Dr. Hope Foster, right? And tell us about that, because from my understanding, that has absolutely nothing to do with the wine side. And I know that a lot of people only think of you as the wine lady, or
Signature Sipz, call me.
Miss Signature Sipz,
That's
right?
my name.
So tell us the other side of Dr. Hope Foster. Like, what don't they know that maybe they should know about you?
Well, I'm a chemist.
I love it.
That is my trade, and I've always been, I like to say, very talented when it comes to, I like to decorate, I like to mix things, I like to create new things. So I am like, I've always had that entrepreneur spirit.
Gotcha.
So it's just a given. It's actually a gift, and I don't take my gift for granted.
Gotcha.
But now I'm getting paid for my passion.
Hey, look, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it at all. So I guess that's where some people can't divide the two, because it's like, okay, they see me and they call me, Signature Sipz, or hey, you got some wine. It's never like, hey,
Hope. Exactly, right? I got
what
you.
What you up to?
Yeah.
It's not that. So it's my circle is small, so it's a
Mhm.
little, hard to. And I don't get offended by it. People know me,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's kinda
yeah.
like,
Rather be known than not, right?
So I really really enjoy what I do.
I
So I
got you.
guess it's really no other way to explain it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is wokeNbusiness. So, we definitely want to highlight, what you do. But I'm curious, what does the business side look like, in this arena? I mean, I know we see the wine and that element, but what does the business side really look like?
It looks like money.
Oh, okay.
Woke money.
Well, okay, it's a movement, a woke
Woke
money
money.
movement. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but no.
How about this? Tell us about the journey though, because I'm sure it wasn't always, the money,
No,
right? So you had
no.
to get to get to a certain level. So tell us about that progression in the industry.
I can tell you that I gave away so much of my services for free in the beginning.
Mm,
I would do, events for free. I would sponsor a lot of things. This didn't come overnight.
gotcha.
I cried on this. I prayed on this. I did this broke. I did this hungry. I did this heartbroken.
Yes.
Going through personal issues.
Yes.
And I kept going. So this journey is not everybody's journey. This just happens to be my path.
Gotcha.
And what I tell people, when they think, oh, it's just really easy to do, nothing worth having is easy.
For sure. For sure.
It takes 4 different licensing to even own a winery. Okay?
Wow.
And college hours.
Wow.
Just a lot of different things that people don't know. But what I did do, I took a positive route when the pandemic came.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to help people get into the wine industry on the back of Signature Sipz.
I love it. Yep.
We open up doors and opportunities so people can make money.
For sure.
Because what we were doing, we were sitting around drinking and
we
don't know if the world was coming to an end.
For sure.
So
yes.
People really capitalized on that. And some of my brands that was back from 4, 5, 6 years ago are still with me today.
Got you.
So I really pride myself in that. That makes me feel good, just knowing that I can open up an avenue for other people to profit, benefit.
Yes.
I feel really good about that. It's an opportunity.
Yes.
And for me, I take opportunity serious.
Yes.
You got to show me that this is not serious. If you come to me with the opportunity, I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to think about it, make sure, it lines up.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, every opportunity, you have to just look at it. Hey, it's an opportunity, and opportunities don't knock all the time.
That is true. Because I recall someone saying, Miss Cat, I think that you should do a wine. And I'm like, oh, okay. Look. And I look, and like you said, sometimes the opportunity don't. If it comes, you gotta take it as it is. So I appreciate that because you give that opportunity to me. You give me the opportunity to make money and have a brand, something to go with my woke money brand. I don't take that lightly, And
I know that, and I really appreciate you for that. And I have to say to some of the people that I've seen the fire under, I never push anybody to have a brand.
That's true.
Brand. I never do that.
Yep.
What I do is I lay down an opportunity.
Facts.
And if that's something that they are interested in, then that's something that, we can dive into.
For sure.
But I definitely have to feel that person and know that person is a good fit, to have a brand or even to work with. Because sometimes, you might be good as a friend, but not a business associate.
For sure.
It's just different things like that. So I've been really, really honored and blessed to have people like you and some of my other brands that came in. I mean, they're not looking who doing what. I mean, they really just focus on how can I capitalize in my own lane.
In
this arena.
Yes.
Your path, not my path. My path, not your path.
For
but
sure.
It's enough for everybody.
And what I will say, as being one of the wine brands under, the Signature Sipz umbrella, I don't know how you do this because, like you said, you've crafted over 3,000
and counting,
right? One thing that I can say is this brand ain't like this brand. Like you can get a bottle of the Signature Sipz and nothing tastes the same.
No.
So it doesn't matter like that you have a brand and that has a brand, you know what I'm saying? Because they're all different. Like they're all unique.
Yes.
And is that part of the gift?
Yeah.
Or is that chemistry? Like, or is that how does that work? Like, honestly, how do you get in there and create and not duplicate?
I listen to what the potential brand owners are looking for.
Mhm.
A lot of times, to be honest with you, I see what realm they're in already, like what profession they're already in.
Yep.
You know, and you know, we talk about it.
Yep.
And my goal is to put what your vision is in a bottle.
And you do it so well.
That's my goal, right?
Yes.
You know, so just like you're good at your gift, you know, I try to, you know, be excellent at my gift as well. So
Yeah.
no brand is the same, and we have tapped into this fortified style
Yes,
wine,
yes, baby.
17%. So it's not 13, 14, 15 as the per usual wine brands are. It's stronger.
Yes.
So you can actually roll over these cocktails, these wines as cocktails.
Yes.
Cocktails is wine.
Yes.
Either way.
Yep.
But I think that's what then, you know, kind of
Most
sets
definitely
us apart as well.
Most definitely. So let's talk about it, because I think a lot of people know you for crafting for other people. Like they like, oh, you know, Signature Sipz, they craft for this person, that person, this person. But you got your own stuff that you craft and you got going on. Absolutely. Let's talk about that.
Well, to be honest with you, I have 24 brands.
Oh.
24 different wine flavors that I have. But my baby is my Zodiac line.
Okay.
Which has 12 different Zodiac wine flavors, a wine for each Zodiac. And I made 2 additional ones. For the bonus people, the new Zodiac Fucas, and then I made one that says I don't care, because some people like, I don't care about Zodiacs, so I got
one for you too. Gotcha. Okay, so I see, because look, y'all, for those that don't know, I'm a Aquarius, February, right? So you have the Aquarius. So in essence, you have a different flavor for each zodiac. So what inspired that though? So
no, this is what I meant when I said it came to me in a dream.
Okay, gotcha.
So I always get these like wonderful ideas while I'm asleep. So that must mean God talking to me.
For sure.
So, you know, I just woke up with this on my mind one day, and I'm like, you know what? And I always have kind of read zodiacs a little bit, you know. I believe people are who they are, though. They'll show you who they are, but I did and I do still read zodiac. And I'm like, you know what? Everybody, if I do a zodiac line, this is what I'm thinking. It caters to everyone. Because let me tell you, it can be Scorpio season. If I see anything Capricorn, because I'm a Capricorn, I want it.
For sure.
You know,
for sure.
I don't care what it is, I want it. So I said, I want to do something for everybody. You know, I want everybody to feel special. It can be a birthday, it can be a celebration, it can be a wedding, it can be a divorce party. It can be whatever you want, but you have something to
celebrate. Hey, I got you. Okay. Now, we know that you have the wines, of course, right? But I think what's super unique is the show that you're working on. Okay. And I was blessed to be a part of, you know, some of the launching of, you know, putting that together, me and my team. And I just want to say, like, that is a concept within itself. Do you want to talk a little bit about Sipping Like the Stars? Just a little bit. So tell us about you know, because I know you talk about this is your baby and that's a dream, and you know, and I get that. But being on the production side of the fence, I know that when you have that type of vision, that's a whole different type of, you know, vibe, right? So tell us about Sipping Like the Stars, how it came to you, and like what you're doing with it now.
Okay, so for clarity, this Signature Sipz is my gift.
Okay.
Sipping Like the Stars is my dream.
Gotcha.
So ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to produce. I always wanted to, you know, write movies, direct movies.
Okay.
So, I got this grand idea in my sleep to do a reality show, which, you were a part of. And I'm so grateful for that because that was near and dear to my heart. Sipping Like the Stars, we already finished the first season, as you know. It came to me in a dream, and I'm like, I'm already in this field.
Yes.
What can I do to capitalize on what I'm already doing?
Gotcha.
So hey, ding, let's do a reality show where the contestants compete with the wine brands that we craft for. So we had a bunch of different wine brands that came out, and we had a bunch of different bartenders that competed for the winner of the mega mixologist.
And what I was just like, this is genius, because we always talk about how you can take the wine and make it into cocktails, and it's like, oh, okay, cool, I'll throw some juice, on it. I'm good for it. Like with the Woke Money wine, I'm good for like, get you some Simply, you good, right? So, but when I was on that set and I seen them take like ice and make it into snow and get I mean, the things that they did with that wine, they elevated it and took it to the next level. How did that feel, like seeing like this turn into a masterpiece? And like, how did that feel?
It's really undescribable.
Yeah.
It was so good to see my vision come to life. Like,
for sure.
I mean, it was like, this is something that I've been dreaming about.
Yes.
Like, and to see your dream like come to life, like people say, hey, dreams do come true. Believe it.
Okay.
Believe it.
Well, I'm sure that if they can follow you and find out more information about the show and how they can get that. But I just want to say, like, congratulations to everything that you're doing. All the work and effort. I'm hoping that you now starting, even though, like you said, the money been there, but some things are above money, and
Absolutely.
just helping other people and being someone to, like you said, pour in where they can make money and stuff like that doesn't go unnoticed. So thank you, for being that type of person, because you don't have to. You can have your wine. For those that don't know, she has an actual winery here in Houston, Texas. You could say, hey, I got my Zodiac, I got my thing going. You don't have to show love to no other people. You know what I mean? So we definitely appreciate that. So for those that, may want to get more information, or, maybe they've been thinking about getting a wine or tapping into the industry. Do you have any mentorship or any kind of coaching or anything that you may do on the side?
Absolutely. I'm so glad you said that, because the way that we were bringing people in to the program is not the same anymore.
Gotcha.
They definitely have to go through our mentorship program.
Gotcha.
Because as you know,
yes,
as you know, yes, you're a witness.
Yes,
that it looks.
It looks
it's
for
cute.
real.
It looks cute.
Yep.
But it is a really, really, really you have to be dedicated.
Yes.
Like, you have to be dedicated.
This ain't for the weak, y'all. Look, it ain't for the weak. Look, it ain't for the weak.
It's not. You have to be dedicated, but you definitely will reap the benefits.
Yes.
So it's room for everybody, but it is a mentorship program that
gotcha.
They have to go to.
Okay, so just for clarity, for those in the back that didn't hear, now if you want to get a wine brand moving forward, you have to go through the mentorship program.
Absolutely.
So that way they can make sure, for both sides. I think that's good, because you're not wasting your, you got to invest in this. This ain't for the weak. It's not, and not just invest monetarily. It's time, energy, this, that, and the third. So, I definitely agree that a mentorship, just to make sure that like everybody's on the same page, for sure. I noticed that you had a magazine there. What we got going on with this?
Well, This is our quarterly magazine, and
Okay.
this has, majority of the brands that's in it, and of course we got Woke Money in
Okay. Okay.
here. So yeah, you guys can get this from our website.
Okay.
So it's just signaturesipz.com.
Okay.
And also you can advertise in this if you're interested in being a part of the magazine. It's some good stuff in here.
Okay. Yeah. And it's definitely, and when they come, because I'm sure like for those that are in Houston, you may want to come to the physical location in Katie Mills Mall, right? Do you guys you be having those on site?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure if you order something, get you a margarita, something like that. Look, they're gonna hook you up with the magazine and
right.
and get seen. You know what I mean? But before we go, I just want to ask you, for a person that's been an entrepreneur 16 years, you've had your highs, you had, your lows, you've been through it, right? What kind of advice or encouragement could you give to someone, like maybe not even just in wine, or maybe they have no desire for that business, but they just want to be an entrepreneur, just period?
That's a great question. I would say go for it. I don't care if you think you can't do it. Try. You never know if you can do it if you don't try. I think that again, I'm my own motivator, so you have to motivate yourself, because you may have people in the background saying, oh, well, that sounds crazy, I don't think you should do it. All more reason to do it. Do it. Give yourself some grace and some time. Preparation is key. Preparation is key. For a long time, I had my business, but I still worked. I still was working in the educational field.
Do you hear this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't let that go. I still held on to my bread and butter, because reality is reality. We don't know how it's going to start or where it's going to end up. So you got to start somewhere. Mm-hmm. But I had my job, and my job funded my business.
Gotcha.
So for a very long time, I did both until I said, you know what?
I'm ready.
I'm stepping out.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
And hope.
Okay. Yes, all signs lead to hope.
Yeah.
Well, most definitely, I just again want to say that I appreciate you, coming out here, and gracing this platform. Not only because, like I say, you give us the ability to have the Woke Money wine, but I think that it's important, like, that people understand, like, hey, yeah, Miss Signature Sipz, she got some other stuff going on.
I got some other stuff going on. You don't know. Sometimes I'm like, okay, let me do some other stuff. Yeah, I've been doing this so very long. But Miss Kat, I want to say to you, just as much as you guys appreciate me, I appreciate my friends.
For sure. And I know.
Really,
I know.
Really do. Look, we talk about it all the time.
Yes.
I mean, because it takes two, it takes them to keep us rolling as we, do what we have to make sure their brands meet the expectations.
For sure.
So I don't take that for granted at all.
And I know she doesn't, because what we forgot to mention is the Billionaire Beverage Ball.
The Billionaire Beverage Ball.
And I know, like, we're super early about that, but hey, we can mention it now. But yes. But tell us about the ball real quick. Tell us, like, what people look forward to when they come to the ball.
So the Billionaire's Beverage Ball is this September 22nd, and it's gonna be we're having it at a new location.
Okay.
We had the other location for about 4 or 5 years, so we're having it at a new location. We're gonna kind of just step it up a little bit,
shake it up a little bit. Okay.
And what they can look forward to is they're able to come and see what we do. We'll have over 20 plus of our brands that we craft there in the building.
For sure.
They'll be able to go around, sample, possibly, purchase. And just kind of, see who we do craft for, meet some of the brand owners. Right now we're working on a bunch of distribution. So you guys will be seeing us in locations, Texas and other states. I just haven't had the time to stop and say, you know what, I'm ready to just push the product like we are doing now.
Gotcha.
But that's what they can look forward to. The ball, check Signature Sipz, because we'll have the information probably after your
okay.
We'll put it up.
Okay, well that sounds good, and you know that woke money look will be in the building at the ball, showing out like we do, right?
Yes.
So I look forward to that. So if they want to stay connected, find out about the ball, maybe get into your program, just stay connected with you. How do we do so?
My social media is Signature Sips across the board.
Okay, and sips with a Z.
Z.
Okay, awesome. So signature sips across the board. Make sure that you guys stay connected. But again, I just want to say thank you so much for coming on, bringing me my Zodiac wine, and just doing what you do and being who you are. We definitely appreciate that. And so of course, I'm sure we're gonna stay connected. We're gonna always have the woke money wine, and we will have the woke money wine at the conference, and Dr. Hope Foster will be there with bells on, I'm pretty sure. Look. And speaking of another wine brand, Dr. Love, she looked like she looked like she been getting it in, okay? Yeah. But I want to shout out to Dr. Love because her and I will be on a panel together, Love versus Money. It's going down. This gonna be big. All right. So y'all make sure that if you haven't done so, get your tickets because this thing gonna be phenomenal. All right.
Come meet me at the conference.
Come meet Dr. Hope Foster. Okay. At the conference. And that's why I always tell people, like, you never know who gonna be in the building. Okay. Like, so you better show up and show out. All right. So wokemoney.org is where you can get your tickets, find out more information about who's going to be there. But definitely, you want to make sure that you're in the building. All right. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure that y'all stay connected with Signature Sips. But you know that as long as you tuned in with Woke Money, look, we always got Signature Sips on deck. All right. Yes. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and tune into a commercial real quick, and we'll be right back with our next guest.